So I'm looking at this PDF, and I have to admit, at first glance, I felt like we might have made a mistake.
Hey-oh.
It's a prep guide for a finance Olympiad, but it's specifically for sixth graders.
I had the same reaction. I thought, are we about to discuss how to count change at a lemonade stand? But you got to stick with it.
That was my exact thought, too. But then I started reading, and I get to the section on human capital and the physics of value, and I just realized something. This isn't just a curriculum for 12-year-olds. It's basically a manifesto on financial intelligence, or FQ, that I think most adults I know have completely forgotten.
It really strips away all the noise, doesn't it? I mean, we usually talk about finance with all this jargon, like derivatives and markets in it. And this document just goes back to the absolute source code of how an economy works. It starts with the super simple question, why do we even have money?
They use this great illustration for that. They call it the barter game. You start with like a paper clip and try to trade up for something better.
Which sounds fun.
It does, until you hit this economic wall they call the double coincidence of wants.
That's the technical term for a massive headache.
It really is.
If you have a paper clip and you want a sandwich, you can't just find a sandwich maker. You have to find a sandwich maker who, for some reason, desperately wants a paper clip.
Which never happens.
Almost never. That friction is exactly why money exists. But the guide makes a really crucial point about what makes good money.
It's not just about value.
No, it's about the mechanics. It has to be durable, it has to be portable, and divisible. You can't pay for a coffee with a cow because, you can't make change without a big problem.
Okay, so once you have this divisible, portable cash, how do you get more of it? This is where the guide got, for me, surprisingly deep on the idea of earning. It defines income not just as a reward for working hard, but as a direct result of your human capital.
This is the part I think is so valuable for adults. We tend to equate effort with pay. But the guide uses that great doctor versus lifeguard comparison.
Right. The lifeguard might be physically working harder on a hot day, running around.
Totally. But the doctor earns more.
Because of scarcity and risk. It takes, a decade to build the skills to be a doctor, and the stakes are literally life or death.
High barrier to entry plus high stakes equals higher income. It frames your skills and your education as an asset that you trade.
And it has this great reframing of taxes.
Oh, the social membership fee.
Yes, you're just paying your dues to belong to the club that has, paved roads and public schools. I like that.
Me too.
But earning is one thing, keeping it is another. When they move into budgeting, they don't just say save your money, they introduce opportunity cost, which is a concept I think most people sort of misunderstand.
Yeah, people usually just think the cost is the price tag in the item. But this guide clarifies it. The cost of buying item A is specifically the loss of item B.
And that hurts more when you think about it that way.
It does.
If I spend $20 on lunch today, I'm not just out $20. I've actively destroyed the movie ticket I could have bought for tomorrow. Every dollar has a what else attached to it.
And if you don't spend it, you can rent it out. That was my favorite definition in the whole document.
That interest is just rent on money.
Yes. It just demystifies the whole banking system. If the bank uses your money, they pay you rent. If you use theirs, you pay them rent.
And this leads to the rule of 72. Which is just a mental math trick everyone should know.
It's a fantastic shortcut for compound interest. You just take the number 72, you divide it by your interest rate, and that tells you roughly how many years it'll take for your money to double.
So if you're getting a, 1% return in a savings account, it takes 72 years to double your money. But if you get, say, 10% in the stock market,
it takes 7.2 years. And that is the huge difference between just saving, which is like putting money under a mattress where it just gathers dust, and investing.
Which the guide defines simply as ownership. They have the students do a stock watch of companies they know, like Disney or Roblox. And it shifts your mindset from being just a consumer of the product to being a part owner of the actual company.
But it comes with a big warning. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversification is the safety net for that ownership.
And these rules, diversification, opportunity cost, human capital, they apply whether you have $10 or $10 million.
They're the physics of value. And if you ignore them, you get hit by the final concept in the guide, which they call the money monster.
Inflation.
They point out that a candy bar was, 5 cents in 1950? Today it's $2. That isn't because the candy bar got 40 times better.
It's your money getting weaker.
Exactly.
That's a really sobering thought to end on. If the cash in your wallet is, slowly losing its power because of inflation, then doing nothing with your money is actually a decision. It's a decision to lose wealth.
It definitely makes you rethink what a safe savings account really means.
Thanks for deep diving with us.